calm today. It's quite windy and she seems in a good mood. So we're going to just see what we can accomplish. Hopefully something. So I'm just going to leave her for a moment. Yeah. I'm going to get her done and see how she goes with being saddled up. Showing a little bit about the underside of your cat. You never know what could be there. There can be spiders, there can be all sorts of things. Now, the chances of this spider being on mine is pretty low, simply because I got my shed virtually empty of spiders. Eh? What do? me remember what I've got to do. I should know. I do this every bloody day. Nearly. Well, not every day, but almost every day. Every day, maybe 3 times a week. Well, different saddles, but same principles. Not start. So what do you do when you've got a mare that carries on like this? Well, you've just got to take the time. Go a bit slower. Let's just go slow with her. Now I haven't read up this. This went on to a very, very heavy 17 hand. Hello? Okay, so she's showing some really bad signs there of not wanting me to touch under the girth. I'm wondering if there may be some kind of is this a psychological for her or is this some effect on me? What I'm going to do, very girthy. Certain this is about the girth area. Now we did have an issue before where there's a little stiff in that part and a little out in that part. So it could be that, or it could just be that she's carrying on because she knows that that carrying on will stop her from having to work. can get quite girthy when it comes to when they're having their cycle. And if that happens to be the case, then the chances are it's most likely going to be a bit apprehensive regardless. So one way you can test these things without causing yourself any drama is to get something that's long reaching. If you're frightened, like I get frightened, I get very frightened. I had an issue with one of my mares one time. She was carrying on like pork chop for weeks and weeks and weeks. And you can see here, I'm touching under there, and it's not a girth, just touching, and she's not carrying on whatsoever there or anywhere else. So that tells me this is all a psychological, I don't want to be ridden thing. So, and as soon as I go over there to touch, he starts having an issue. So let's think of what we can do to settle that down. So we can just settle and release. So I don't want to get caught at. That's something she can do is paw. So I don't want her to do that to me. Now see how I'm just touching, and I'm going to release it. And I'm going to touch, then release, then touch. Feel. Once I get that scratch through, then I can see what's going on really. And release. Stuff up there. There we go. We're holding there. That's the girl. We're going to lift. Now this squirt does seem quite away here. Working there is something you really do have to watch when they come on, because if they do get really, really upset and you do the wrong move, you can make it 10 times worse the next time. So must take your time. You must take your time. Your movement with what you're doing. And see, I'm petrified right now. Because I'm always petrified. I'm like super petrified right now. And I'm like looking at, oh, see, I've got it wrong. I need to put that down. Well, let's have a look. We want it to be even on either side as much as we can. Not easy to accomplish. Sometimes these kinds of saddles are not easy to get where you want them to be. You see she's going to do a stretch there. She says, I'm going to stretch. Just thinking about what she's going to do to me if she decides to do something. Like to let me know she's not happy. If she's been gentle, which is good. Yeah, good girl. She's being respectful and gentle. Is that all we can ask right now? I'm going to ask her to stay like that. Good girl. So, I've got two straps that are probably not exactly even in place, but close to it. And do this, as soon as I start to touch, I want her to relax. I'm going to ask her to drop her head down. Drop her head. I want her to listen to me. And here we go. of this. So I'm going to make this side less. We'll release this side a little more. We won't undo it fully, we'll just release it. And we'll pop it back in. Just come through. This one's going to release. Then we're going to go on this side. And we're not used to doing up on this side. We're going to work one go at a time. I think one go there may be way to go. Got one that side, and got one this side. Okay, so that gives us one and one. We don't want to go any higher on this side at all. So we're going to cover it up. Hey! He's not helping me. His behaviour's not helping. I'm going to fix it not helping me. So it really isn't that there's anything actually wrong with her. She's just giving me a bit of a hard time. That's okay. We can deal with that. Back. I'll have it back up. Good girl. I won't take the distance from you. Good girl. Now, you'll notice I'm acting really, really nervous, and that's because I'm always nervous. Very rarely am I confident when I'm doing anything around horses. Sometimes it shows more than others. At the moment, it's showing a lot. Give me a moment. Yeah. So I'm totally freaking out. Hey Dougie, how you going? Couldn't see the thing. I've got to turn you guys around. I can't read the chat from over there. I'm freaking out right now. So she's just standing nicely there. And what I want her to do is I want her to listen to me. I'm going to go and grab her here. She's going to take off on me. She's going to take off on me as she does. That's okay. So what we're going to do is she's decided to move, so we're going to make it no idea that she's moving. We're going to continue to move. Give her a little bit of encouragement there. Get up. So she understands what I'm asking. She wanted to run away, so she's going to run now. Good. Good job. Going to put her through some paces. Enter. And turn. 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 Ask her to turn. Get up. Come on. Don't be stupid. Come on. She doesn't want to go that way, so we're going to work. Instead of trying to place pressure to where she's not able to cope with it, we're going to take it back a notch. As long as she's moving those feet, that's all we want her to do. She doesn't have to be running fast. She just needs to be walking along. This may be well all we do with her today. She's in a mood. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Now she's listening. Got her attention. Yep. She says, okay, I'll be a silly teenage brat. with my stick cat, she's going to have resistance. You can see she's perfectly sound. Nothing wrong with her. We're going to walk. I'm going to ask her to come in. And if she stops and listens, that's really good. That's what we want. Want that licking and chewing. We want the hook on, which we just got. Can't miss Ellie. Good job. So we wanted that kind of response. That's an excellent response. Hook on. Come on. If we don't get the listening, then we go back to, what are we doing? Back up. Back her up. Make her think for a second. We're going to ask her, what would you like to do? Would you like to work with us? Come on. And now she's going to think about it again. And she says, okay, I'm listening. Note the distance she's giving me. She's giving me a full length of this because she's being respectful. That's a good thing. That's what I want. I want that respectfulness to be happening. Good job, good girl. Now we can do our adjustments. It's loose now. Now we're going to go one more up. Good girl. And you can see now there's less resistance and silliness happening. We can ask her again now. And we're going to have less resistance this time because she understands that we're asking for a work time. She wants playtime, but it's work time. So what do? We ask for the slowest resistance first. Walk on, good girl. And then we go trot. Just one smack down. Good girl, trot. Good girl, and canter. Try to do a canter for me. No resistance trots, however. Beautiful. Turning. 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 Walking, walking, walking. Good girl, listening, beautiful. Listening, lovely. We use as much resistance, least amount of resistance. And I want her to listen. She's trying to get out of this. So we're going to ask for a trot. Up, trot. Good. Nice, beautiful result. Yeah, you love it. So now she's listening lovely. There, but we're not going in the way we want, so I'm going to go this way. We're going to go back to canter. Lovely canter there. Now we're going to go again. Turn. And canter. Did we get a good result? There we go. And we got a result there. She's going to be misbehaving, so we're going to correct that. She's going to defy me right now. If she comes into my circle, she's going to get a whack. Knows that, so it's up to her what she does. She's very cranky. She's challenging me right there. And I'm going to meet that challenge. Back. And she's decided that it's not worth it. Good choice. Good girl. Good choice. When there's praise to be given, give it. Good job. That's right. We're going to slow down a little. Slow down a little. And walk. Lovely listening now. She's listening beautiful. I want her to stay out of my circle though. No, you don't have to walk. You walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Out of the circle. She's strong ahead of me. How's that being, please? Make it work harder. And we release. Walk on. Walk on. Good girl. Keep walking. Good girl. Now she's staying on the outside and I'm in the centre. She's not trying to come in on me now. Very nice. Get back to these very basic instinctual control. Right. Canter. Canter. I'm going to ask you canter. Get one straight away. That's good. Canter. Stop. Stop. Walk on. Up. Don't come in on me. You're going to keep working hard if you keep coming in. Walk on. Is she listening? Yes, she is listening. She says, well, you're asking me. I'm not telling you come in. I'm pointing in this direction. I mean, stay out. Turn. Ask her to turn. I'm going to do a sudden turn out of nowhere. I'm going to walk on. I'm going to drop. 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 I'm going to get a second. You come in my space. It's going to happen. So, if she was in a herd right now, and she wasn't listening to the alpha man or the alpha stallion, they'd be kicking the shit out of her if she was close to their space. And it'd be a much wider berth than what I'm giving her. Yep. Says, I haven't worked for a long time, I just want to settle. Up. So this is a bit of work for her. And I'm not having to do too much switching. Walk on. Now I'm going to release her and bring her in. And walk. And walk. Good girl. Lovely stopping. Come on. Look. So I've asked her to give me a wide berth there, and I'm going to ask her to come here. And back up. Don't get that look in your eye. So she just had this look in her eye of, I'm going to act all scared and run into you. This is a tactic that she uses sometimes when she knows I'm nervous. Not often, but every now and again she'll get a little bit silly and she becomes a little nervy herself because maybe it's windy, maybe there's a bird that she doesn't like hanging about. All sorts of problems that can happen. So I'm going to ask her to back up. When we finish things, she tends to get a bit nervous on the let down at the moment. Don't know what it's about. It could just be because we're not consistent. That was a lovely little canter. A lovely little canter. Good girl. Lovely cantering. Watch how quick she responds to the stop and the pull in. I'm going to turn her around. Go in the direction she doesn't really like. With the least amount of pressure. Trot. 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 With a nice little bit of pressure there. Trot. She doesn't listen. Then we're going to put on more pressure. Listening lovely. Trot. Trot. Up. So when a horse does this silliness, then we increase the pressure now because she just gave me her marriage consent. And I'm meeting it now. I'm forcefully coming at her with very deliberate. Up. Get up. I'm asking her to move faster. Yep. And you've got to be careful with a young horse. You can't just, it's all about timing. And whoa. Whoa, good girl. Now she's not sure whether she should come in now. So I'm going to give her an in signal. Come in. Come in. I'm going to move back slightly. Come on. She says, but you told me to stay far back. So she's listening lovely. Now I can come into her, but I will wait until she just calms herself and licks and chews. Once she's having that nice reaction, I will walk in. Good girl. She's a little bit stressed right now. I can see in her eyes. She's thinking, what is going on here? I'm not certain that I'm liking this. She says, I'm not certain. So until she calms herself, I might actually get her to think about something and walk. Walk on. Back. Back. Walk around. Yeah, good girl. Up. We'll just get her to redirect. And they start thinking about silly things. Get them to move their feet and redirect them. Then we're going to try again. We're going to wall. Came a little closer this time. That's better. Good girl. Relax. Relax. Right, hook. Now ask her to hook on. And stand. Good girl. Ask her to wait there for me. And look how she's listening now. So I've told her wait. And hey Therapy Radio, how you doing? And she's listening. Now I'm going to see if she'll hook. 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 Hook on. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. And this is where she's listening now. Then we can approach and say, good work. Good job. What a good job you've done. And that's all good. Now, see how she goes with her behaviour when we pop the bit in. Drop. So I'm going to ask her to drop. 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 Good girl. Here we go. Just give her a bit of time. Give her some time. Always don't rush anything with a young horse. She says, I don't know if I want to do this. So we're going to ask her to be her idea. It's going to be her idea alone. Not my idea, no one else's idea. Hers, I'm just going to give her the cue to drop and to release. And release. And release. And sometimes with a younger horse, there can be some issues with teething and things like that can happen. She has actually lost a big baby back tooth not long ago, which has caused a bit of a dilemma and drama. Good girl. I'm going to let her have a fiddle around with that for a while. One thing we can do is when we're doing these up, so that we don't get them tangled or anything bad doesn't happen, make it so that it's further back. That way, when you're doing it up, she's fine about it. There we go. Now we've got our bit on, with our bridle in, our bit on. We're going to ask her to do a little bit of, whoa, hold on. Something's looking a little bit wrong here. What is that? That looks a little bit like it's poking out of it. Okay. Now she's realising it's work time, let's go. She's not going to give me any angst about it. She's just going to do what I'm asking. Up. attitude changes. So I'm asking her, she's done a great job, so I'm not going to apply too much pressure there. She's coming into me there, and I don't like that. Just turn her around that way. I'm going to ask her. So now she's being really arrogant. And she's just gone and gotten herself some breakfast in the middle of doing this. That's not going to be on. Trotting. Back out of there. And she's going to give me a little bit of angst there, so we're going to release her down a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. So that was a sudden thing. Alright, so she's spooky today. Okay. Yeah, see how quick I got out of there. Okay, let's have a look. Now, that wasn't good. I need to get myself back in there. Move her back. She just got a spook from something. I don't know what's over there, but something gave her a spook. We have got a lot of stuff going on. So I need to not be scared right now. She's going to come to me for comfort if something goes wrong. Good girl, walk on. Going to de-escalate and ask her to walk on. Good girl, walk on. Walk on. Walk on. And what I don't want is her coming in my space. So my space is this big round circle here. Up. Good girl, walk on. Walk on. There we go. And we're going to ask her to slow right down. Now I'm going to ask her to turn and come in. Good girl. And that's pretty much what we'll do for today. We've had a little bit of excitement. So I'm going to take this off. Good girl. Bridle, and we're going to keep the saddle on. Then ask her to walk again. Back it up. Yep. Yep. Good girl. Walk on. I just want her to wander along. Now see, with those kinds of spooks that they can have, which she's really getting spooked here. I don't know what's going on over there. There's something over there. Not one of the horses either. It could be a dog. It's very windy today. They're all a little on. What do you do in a situation where you're feeling extremely petrified? Horse has had a little bit of a spook. It's nothing major for most people wouldn't even worry about that. Because I'm by nature extremely anxious, I'm petrified of that spook. I'm like, what the hell? And that then sets her off a little bit more because I'm not acting confident around her. Now she's standing over here and her eye is looking a little bit dodgy. So I've got to get back in there. So if you're really, really scared and you have to go back in and you have to do whatever you got to do, take a few breaths and let yourself have a bit of time. Let the horse have a bit of time. She's licking and chewing now, so that's good. And get yourself into a state of mind where you're calmer before you go in and address whatever the issue may be. So get yourself into a calmer, safer frame of mind where you feel safe before you go in. If you constantly push yourself when you're in an anxious state, you're going to find that your anxiety is going to increase quite a bit. So we're going to take this off. And we're going to go very easily and very slowly. Good girl. So that we're not banging around, causing ourselves anxiety or the horse anxiety. She's perfectly fine right now. She's just waiting she's anxious to get this off of her. Good girl. Now sometimes I'll go off from that side, but today I'm going to go off from this side. And the reason being is you change sides frequently, then the horse isn't going to freak out all the time. Now, manage that one. I'm going to let her have a moment. She can go and have a roll or whatever she wants to do for a minute. And I'm going to take a moment just to, yeah, you can roll. I'm just going to take a moment to de-escalate myself before I move her back into her paddock over the other side. I want to be in a good frame of mind. So what I'll do is I'll go and pop this away. And you can see she's just patiently waiting for me. She wants to get out of here. Fair enough. She says, Mum, I've been in here all morning. I'd like to get out. So before I let her out, I have another horse I need to get out. So I'm going to go do all that. I'll finish up today. We didn't get on today, but that's okay. We'll get on another time. We still did some work and it was still a good bonding session and lesson for her. So that's the main thing. She's learnt from it and it's good. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Have a good one.